Good morning, everyone. This morning, we're going to do a video about advancement here at Southeast Community College. Specifically, we're going to talk to a friend of ours, Rick Blesson, will be coming in just a minute. And he's going to talk about all of the projects that he's working on and how there's some new projects that have resulted to the current COVID-19 situation. But Rick has been here for a couple of years. He has been involved in many different advancement functions. He works very closely with our foundation. His focus really, since he's been here at the college, has been primarily related to capital giving. And as you know, we had a number of facilities projects we're working on, and Rick has really been helping us raise private dollars to go along with other sources of funding. Good morning, Rick. How are you?
Good, Paul. How are you doing?
I am doing great. So where's Rick Blesson? Is your official title Director of Advancement and Community?
Director of Advancement is good enough.
Director of Advancement, okay.
Yeah.
So where are you Zooming from this morning?
I'm zooming, sorry, the decoration. I'm zooming from the attic of our 133-year-old house in Creek, Nebraska. Mercifully, we remodeled this over Christmas vacation, never thinking we were going to use it for anything but storage, but here I am, and I'm grateful to have the space, so it's worked out well.
Fantastic. Well, I just did a quick intro about how we've had you here a couple of years, I think.
Correct.
And you've primarily focused for the last 2 years on advancement as it relates to capital giving, specifically related to a number of those facilities projects. And you've done that through naming rights and so forth, and that's been a wonderful way to supplement some of our other sources of funding. So tell us about what you're up to in a virtual world, and tell us about maybe some new projects related to the COVID situation you're working on.
Certainly. Well, this is, SCC has always struck me, and I've been excited since I got here, is we really are relationship based. We are able to put we don't operate in silos very well. We are very active with our community. To that point, we're working right now with an individual donor. JP and Gina Metzler have donated 3D printing equipment, the supplies to run those. So Josh Liebengood from our Milford campus has spent all of his time printing up masks that Jill Sand is going to be distributing through our healthcare folks. Same thing, working with folks like in the downstairs in our continuing ed. Marguerite Himmelberg connected us with NEAPCO. They're doing the same process. So actually being able to make a physical difference in providing some equipment to our healthcare workers has been great. And then a lot of our time has just been spent, we've got a lot of students, over 83% of our students, I want to say, are at least employed part-time. So obviously these shutdowns have had a huge impact on their lives. We were able to quickly establish an emergency fund that we've been able to generate some outside dollars into that, as well as the college putting some monies towards that, because on a daily basis, Dr. Huck on the foundation side or myself here receive probably 2 to 3 emails a day with individuals that are now currently unemployed, which they also have children at home, just looking for some help. And so anything we can do to make sure that they have the resources they need to stay actively enrolled and improve their lives and be ready coming out of this other side of COVID to get back into the workforce, anything we do to help facilitate that, we're all hands on for that one.
So Rick, it's fair to say that you've kind of shifted your focus. We're still got these other projects that you've been working on. Those are continuing, but we really needed to jump in and help these students out. As you pointed out, most of our students do work to some degree, and that's been compromised a bit. And the federal government has released some funds, or we're in the process of doing that, and we're supplementing that with private giving. We've had a lot of very generous folks step in and help us out.
Right.
And
yeah.
We're looking to continue that.
We're still plugging away on the capital though as well. I mean, if there was ever a time and a good argument, unfortunately, that one could make for the importance of having that health science building there.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Funding come into that. This unfortunately is a great example of why this building is going up now and why it needs to have support from everybody this is setting the stage. It was prior to the COVID, it was a game changer, and coming out of it, it's even going to play a larger role. So
yeah, we were the timing with that health science center opening in October, 82,000 square feet, supporting all 16 health science programs, couldn't be better. We're super excited about that. Sometimes adversity gives us a unique opportunity to be creative and innovative. And I think we're really going to be able to do that with the New Health Science Center. So what about Rick as the parent? I understand you have a senior in high school that is now at home, right? Probably next to your office. And
we've got a senior, a freshman, and a 7th grader all at home.
Oh my goodness.
And actually, luckily, my wife has a long 17 plus years of remote working, so she quickly got us in order. In fact, the senior just got his younger brother and his sister back from their morning run. Their classes started. Yeah, their classes start at 10 a.m. So they got done with their run and they came home. Structure is a huge thing. We all have our spaces. Actually, Jack is enrolled in SCC's cybersecurity program for this fall. And
fantastic.
Yeah, it's provided another learning opportunity for us. Besides the schoolwork, we actually, last night's assignment was everyone is going to be reading Cybersecurity for Dummies this week.
Cool.
Not just to encourage him on sticking with his path, but sort of opening the eyes to the world that we currently live in. It's changing enough with COVID, and our ability to connect via the internet is so key that I think we need to understand what some of the challenges are out there. So no, aside from just what we're doing with their schools or providing, we're trying to do a little bit more to keep our family engaged all together. So whether it's shared podcasts, whether it's shared reading.
Well, wonderful, Rick. Anything else you want to add about advancement at Southeast Community College before we let you go?
I would say stay tuned, and when you see an opportunity, please help, because coming out of COVID, community college is not just SCC alone, but obviously we're going to play a huge role, but like many of our partners are, there's going to be a lot of attention put on us. We are going to be playing a major role in re-educating a workforce coming out of this that we currently, I don't even think, probably understand what it's going to look like. But we are probably positioned better than most higher education opportunities to make quickly the changes that need to be made and get people back in the workforce.
Yeah, one of the things we've done, Rick, is we've put together what we're calling some sort of agility planning group. It's a small group at this point, but we're looking at that very issue. We know there's going to be a lot of retraining opportunities for SCC. We also know that there's probably going to be some increased interest in the career and technical type programs. And so we need to be prepared to navigate those opportunities and really help the communities come out of this thing in actually probably a much stronger way than before. So we're excited for what you've been doing for the college. We're excited to give folks an opportunity to be partners with us, and whether that's a funding type partnership or some other programmatic partnership. As you said earlier, we're all about partnering and collaboration. So thank you, Rick. I appreciate you taking time out of your day and zooming us into your attic in a 130 plus building. That's pretty cool. But you have a great morning.
You too. Stay well, stay healthy, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you, Rick.
Take care. Bye.
Everybody take care.